Okay, so I just wanted to continue that message of part two of the galactic you is definitely emerging, and people don't. They're frightened, and they're so frightened that they're trying to put magic on you. Okay. And I feel like you didn't even expect this out of this person here. Yeah, and you're so introverted that people think that you're stubborn, but you see what's going on here. Yeah, you're living and you're learning. You're learning that you can't trust the people that are around you with a 9 here. You're learning that it has to be a completion right now. Yeah, because look what I'm saying. They're starting conflict with you because you don't want to entertain conflict. Hello, you don't want to entertain conflict, so they give you conflict. They want to have differences with you here. These are people trying to put you in predicaments into doing things. Yeah, I told you they're very calculated, trying to put you in predicaments to doing things. So they can get a benefit out of it or an arise or trying to put you in some type of fright here. Because if you're in a fearful mode here, what it is that you can't do what is necessary for you in order to move forward here. And then you hold yourself back by doubting yourself. So that's when spirit keeps you pushed back because you keep doubting yourself because you won't take that leap of faith and just believe that you can survive without a certain person here. Yeah. So now that somebody, they want attention now. They want your attention, full attention right now. But I don't feel like you're giving these people attention here, okay? And remind you, I told you these are family and friends and maybe even lovers here. But I'm seeing, or marriages here that are going through this here. But what I'm seeing is that somebody, they got a confession or they want to confess that something happened here. I feel like somebody had a third party, got caught, and they upset and mad here. I'm seeing that. They were trying to blame you for the relationship, but they were really doing something in the background. They ain't too good at shoes like that. Too good at two shoes the way they claim to be. And then I'm seeing family that just, you know what I'm saying? They see you on a rise. They see them for who they are, and they really want to change the trajectory of the relationship because they know you don't care no more. Okay? I'm seeing a lot out here, y'all. I'm seeing a lot out here. Yes, I am. Let's see. I'm seeing people forming alliances here, okay? Behind people's backs. Family is doing it especially out here, I'm seeing. Somebody want to act like they one way behind somebody else's back. I'm telling you, family. But then they're indulging in things to try to hurt their mate here. They go home, they one way, and they out in public, they another way. Y'all, what is loneliness here? Somebody is lonely within a dynamic here, a relationship, okay? And it's because, this is somebody who proposed to somebody here and they still feel like, or somebody who is married to somebody and they feel like that, you would have done better without this person. Yeah. You feel like somebody had a strategy the whole time. Somebody had their own agenda. The agenda wasn't to be happily married or happily in a relationship. They had an agenda to make somebody mad. They had an agenda to look good. They had an agenda to splurge on somebody, or make them weak, or make them handicapped, so they won't depend on anybody but them. Confirmation birth. You live and you learn here. This is an experience here, okay? This is an experience here. Somebody could have been a little materialistic here, and you taking accountability for that. You may have, said, "Hey, I had different goals when I came into this relationship. Maybe this is why this relationship is playing out to the way it is now here." Yeah, a lot of people are feeling like they've been robbed from or blindsided by this whole thing that's happening here. These people feel blindsided by you coming to a higher intuition here, a higher intuitive you. Because they feel like you're going to gain something through this process that they will miss because you're going to, totally leave these people alone. Yeah, why they left you alone, when you needed them emotionally, spiritually, you needed somebody to pour into you spiritually here, but somebody kept taking from you energetically here, and in any other way they could by arguing with you. So they took from you. Now they feeling blindsided because now you don't care. Now the situation is awkward. How is the situation awkward when you made the situation awkward, when you was trying to rob somebody of their energy by draining them with the mess that you doing to them? So you took that fuel and you made it fire, and you turned that into something for you, because they was putting, you said I'm ready at all times. They were putting some type of magic on your foundation, so you can't, every time you get something, you got to spend it out, legal fees, because you stubborn, you won't listen to them. Okay, like you got to do what they say, or something like that here. Somebody is very fake here. Yeah, somebody even caused you to be sick a little bit here. With the 8 being here, it was like it's sickness to the fact that it was little things. It wasn't really big here, but this was somebody sending something to your spirit, disturb you, so they can get you sick, so they can handicap you in some type of way here. They didn't want you to be mentally, physically able to fend for yourself here. Look at this. Somebody here really wanted you to be the wounded warrior forever here. Wanted you at their mercy here. Wanted you to see them as kind, but they really were trying to almost beat you over your head and just keep you in a 4-child confinement. What did I say? I was about to say 4 walls. Confinement. Child, that was the strategy here. The strategy is, don't nobody want you to go work. They don't want you to look. This is a man that is dealing with this from a woman here. You can't even get yourself together because somebody is too jealous or too obsessive. This is somebody that you're with. You can't handle business. You can't do anything because they want you to be codependent upon them, period. This is crazy. Look, and it's exhausting for somebody that you with to not want you to be anything. So you had nothing. You had no choice but to do. You had no choice but to go within, so you wouldn't get fully depleted and be without your sanity here, without you here, because all of this was blindsided here. This person, they flipped the script on you. All of these people did. Yeah, they were sweethearts at first. Spirit, give us the messages here. Now you can't, it's like talking to a brick wall here. So that's when you went, this is somebody's marriage, I'm telling you. So that's when you went within. And you started to see that this person friends, this person family, everybody has a say-so in your relationship. And it's playing a part on your relationship. As well as this person's just changed tremendously. 828 is what I just saw. Okay. Yeah. There is no compromising here. Somebody doesn't compromise. They're stubborn and they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? They right all the time. But there's a blessing coming from this divine masculine here. Somebody's divine masculine is about to break up with somebody, or either they're definitely about to divorce. But what I'm seeing is that this person is growing so much spiritually that it don't even matter what happens. This person is mentally ready for it, and that's all that matters. This person mentally ready. They physically, mentally cut the cord a long time ago. Now it's time to cut it physically. 919. Yeah. Which is an 18, which is a 9, no, which is a 10, which is a new beginning here. Yeah, 933. Yeah, I'm really seeing that this person here, 1155, master number here. This person here, yeah, you're practicing self-love through all of this stress. Divine masculine, you got this, because she trying to be a disaster here. But God dog it, you get in there. You get in there. Keep doing what you're doing. You about to win, baby. You about to win strong.